My dead brother's letters warned me about our parents that they'd been cashing his disability checks. Your brother sent another letter, my mother said, sliding the envelope across the kitchen table with practiced calm. You really should stop writing these to yourself, Sophia. It's been 3 years since Elijah died. I stared at the letter, postmarked from Seattle, where Elijah supposedly died in a car accident dated 2 days ago. His handwriting unmistakable after 20 years of reading his grocery lists and birthday cards. I'm not writing them, I said for the 100th time. Then who is? Dad challenged. Ghosts? The truth was worse. The truth was why I'd hired a private investigator last month. The letters had started 6 months ago, warning me about inconsistencies in his death, telling me to check the life insurance payouts, begging me to look into the accident that happened when no witnesses were around, and his body was supposedly too damaged for an open casket. This latest letter was different. It contained a photo of Elijah holding a newspaper dated last week. Explain this, I said, showing them the photo. Mom's coffee mug shattered on the floor. Dad's face went from patronizing to panicked. That's photoshopped. I had it analyzed. It's real. Just like the video the investigator took of Elijah walking into a bank in Portland yesterday. They both stood up simultaneously, Mom reaching for her phone, Dad moving toward the door. Sit down, I said. The police are already outside. Through the window, 2 patrol cars were visible. Here's what my investigation uncovered. Elijah hadn't died. He discovered our parents had been stealing his disability benefits for his entire adult life, nearly $500,000 over 15 years. When he confronted them, they tried to have him institutionalized. He ran, but running wasn't enough for them. They filed a death certificate using a corrupt funeral director friend, collected $750,000 in life insurance, and told everyone he died in a tragic accident while visiting Seattle. Elijah couldn't come forward without being arrested for insurance fraud he didn't commit, so he wrote to me, breadcrumb by breadcrumb, leading me to the truth. You killed your own son on paper for money? I asked. He was going to destroy us, Mom shrieked. Ungrateful after everything we did. You mean stealing his disability checks while he lived in that garage apartment barely surviving? He owed us for raising him. He was disabled because of a car accident when he was 7, the one Dad caused driving drunk. They'd hidden that too. All these years, telling Elijah his traumatic brain injury was from a fall, not from Dad wrapping their car around a tree with a 0.15 blood alcohol level. The police entered then. The charges were extensive. Insurance fraud, identity theft, social security fraud, filing false death certificates, conspiracy. The funeral director was arrested the same day, but the real justice came from Elijah himself. He'd spent 3 years documenting everything, every forged signature, every stolen check, every medical record they'd hidden. He'd built an airtight case while dead. At their sentencing, Elijah appeared in court, very much alive. The judge had to call a recess because several family members screamed, thinking they were seeing a ghost. I wanted to disappear, Elijah testified. They made it easier by killing me on paper, but I couldn't let them do this to Sophia next. That's when I learned their next plan, staging my death in a similar accident once they'd burned through Elijah's insurance money. Mom got 12 years, Dad got 15, the funeral director got 8. Elijah and I used the recovered money to buy a house together, far from Seattle. He's getting real treatment for his TBI now. Last week we got a letter from Mom in prison, asking for commissary money. Elijah wrote back, I'm too dead to have money, remember? She wrote again, begging for forgiveness. I responded, you killed your son for money. The only thing you're sorry about is getting caught. They don't write anymore. Elijah still sends me letters sometimes, but now they're normal. Complaints about my cooking, requests to borrow my car, regular sibling stuff. Each one signed the same way. Love, you're definitely not dead brother. The letters from my dead brother saved my life.